right, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of we're getting pretty close to Ironman Texas, the half Ironman, the first ever half Ironman that I have done. So that is on April 2nd, and today is March 15th, so getting pretty close. I think we're 18 days out. And then, as you guys know, after the one in Texas, I'm doing another half at the end of May, on May 28th in Victoria. And then July 23rd, I'm doing a full Ironman in Lake Placid. So the purpose of today's video, it's not going to be a typical video that I've been doing in the past where I kind of take you guys along throughout my day. It will be a little bit, but I mainly just want to go over what my training has been looking like kind of week to week and just chat to you guys about some things, give you guys tips on what I've personally done to help me kind of see improvement. Just because I know a lot of you guys have been awesome and reaching out to me on Instagram, asking me questions, and leaving comments. I know a couple of you guys leave comments on these videos, and I really do appreciate it. It is currently like 7:45 in the morning, I think, and I have to go swim this morning, and then I have an hour bike, and then an hour and a half bike, and an hour run off the bike. So I'm going to go through that, and then I'm going to sit down with you guys, break down my training. Throughout the video and if you're someone who's obviously following this journey with me, like if you have any questions, ask me, because I'd love to share it with you guys, whether it's on here, on TikTok or Instagram or you name it. Like the whole purpose of this channel is to not only just hopefully inspire you or give you some sort of motivation to do something that's challenging, but at the end of the day, I want to put, as obviously coach myself, I want to be able to give you guys as much value as possible. So that's kind of the whole purpose of why I'm training for this Ironman, is to learn what it's like to be obviously training for endurance, just so I have that experience obviously under my belt as a coach. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the car because I'm going to be heading out to the pool now. To the pool where I swim. It's also the gym. I work out as well, but I just want to go over the swim workout with you guys real quick, because I'm not obviously going to take you guys in because it's a pain in the butt to film yourself in there and they don't really like it. But no, so today is a test or a time trial. I'm doing a 1,000-meter time trial. It includes a 200-yard warm-up, but I just convert this all to meters in terms of my plan. So this is all on Training Peaks. So 200 meters warm up, and then 4 400s, then the 1,000-meter time trial, which basically for 1,000 meters straight, I'm not going to break it up, like just swim 1,000 meters. However long it takes me, I'm going to take that time and my split for that 1,000 meters, and I'm going to hopefully use that to gauge my pace in the Ironman. No, I'll talk to you guys after the swim. Gonna go in. It's currently 8:30, so hopefully I can wrap this up in an hour and a bit, and then I'll be taking my bike over to my grandma's house because I want to really practice. They have a treadmill there, and it's really nice to be able to really practice that brick run like right after the bike. So I'll see you guys after the swim, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Oh my god. All right, so just got back in from the pool, and I'm going to go over my time trial. I was actually really surprised what I ended up doing in terms of time. Obviously, it doesn't really matter. Like, a time trial in a pool is going to be a lot different than open water swimming for the Ironman. My stats for the warm-up was 2,000 meters, averaged a pace of 2 minutes and 4 seconds per 100 meter. I'll pop it all up on the screen. And then for my time trial, which was 1,000 meter swim straight, no breaks, no nothing, I averaged a pace of 2 minutes and 7 seconds per 100 meters. So that came out to 1:55 per 100 yards if you live in the States. And I swam in a 25-meter pool. Felt really good, honestly. Super, super happy with that. All right, so this meal is simply just 110 grams of oats and 40 grams of the BPN pumpkin spice whey protein. It's literally my favorite. If you guys follow me on Instagram, it's the one that I'm putting in my protein coffee every morning. By far the best flavor of protein I've ever had. But gonna eat this, and then my bike is just in the back there. Gonna pack all this stuff down to my car. Fits like an absolute love. All right, so just on my way to my grandparents now. Got the bike in the back and the trainer like I showed you. So I'm gonna have that all set up because today is an hour and a half bike followed by an hour run off the bike. So just to really simulate that quick transition, it's really nice to be able to go from my bike and the trainer straight onto a treadmill opposed to at the gym riding the bike, stationary bikes. Like I really want to, now that I'm 2 weeks away, like I think it's super important to kind of really be getting all the little things, I guess, just to have a feel for it. So I feel just that little bit more confident when I'm in Texas. But I just wanted to talk about how I'm feeling because, I mean, man, I'm 18 days out, which is literally crazy. Like 16 weeks ago, I decided I was going to do this race. And, I mean, it's been a long, crazy journey of, I mean, late nights staying up to get assignments done for university, waking up super early to get workouts in, staying up late to get workouts in. Like, it's seriously been like a true testament of myself and putting myself through something that has been, I mean, a lack of a better term, pretty goddamn challenging. Like the past 16 weeks have been hard, but not in a hard way that I'm complaining about or saying, hey, look at me, like it's been hard. Like it's been hard in a way that I am very grateful for the opportunity that I am able to do something like this. It's honestly just been so cool to go through this process. I've learned a lot about myself, and I think there's something to be said about just pushing yourself and doing hard things. So my camera just decided to overheat, but perfect timing anyway, because I just got to my grandparents' house. Wraps up the brick workout, hour and a half on the bike, an hour run. I'll pop up the stats on the screen here so you guys can see, but pretty much the bike ride was 15 minutes warm up, and then I had to hold 180 watts for 60 minutes, followed by 15-minute cool down. Then after I finished the bike, jumped on the treadmill right there and ran for an hour and averaged a pace of about 9:04, 9:03, and heart rate was like 137, so super low. Felt really good about that. All right, so
how have I structured, obviously, my Ironman training, balancing that with strength training as well? I'm going to answer all that for you guys as of right now. So I'm going to pop up on the screen Monday through Sunday what the general kind of schedule has looked like for me in terms of Ironman prep for the past few months, leading into Ironman Texas, and obviously the half Ironman I'm doing in Victoria in May, and the full that I'm doing in Lake Placid in July. So this is kind of how I've had it structured. So as of course you see Monday, I have a long swim followed by a chest and tricep workout. Tuesday is a hard bike workout where I'm doing intervals and tempo type stuff, really focusing on power, and also a heavy leg day. And then Wednesday is a speed workout in terms of running, so interval runs, tempo stuff, as well as a back and bicep day where I hit shoulders as well. And then going into Thursday, I take a day off from the gym and I strictly just do an interval swim or a speed swim. And then on Friday, I go into, I generally have an easy run and I'll do a full body workout. So I'm hitting a little bit of legs, I'm hitting a little bit of upper body, just kind of working on whatever I think needs to be topped up in terms of weekly volume for the week. And that's it in terms of strength training for the week. And then Saturday I have my long run, and then Sunday I do my brick workout, which is generally a long bike, followed by a short run off the bike. So one thing I wanted to touch on in terms of, because obviously the purpose of this video or chunk of the video is not to explain how to become the best triathlete ever, because I don't really know how. I want to talk about how to balance strength training with your endurance training, whatever it might be, marathon, Ironman, triathlon, you name it. So one big thing when it comes to balancing your resistance training, when it comes to doing endurance, is managing volume. That is honestly the biggest component that a lot of people, I think, overlook, and that's simply just managing how many sets you're doing per week. So to paint a picture in your mind, using myself as an example, I do 10 to 12 working sets for each muscle group a week. So when I'm writing out my program, when I'm writing out my strength training routine, I will add all of the sets up per week and make sure that I'm doing between 10 and 12 working sets per week per muscle group. Nothing more, nothing less. And for me, that is what has worked for me. That is what I can recover from. That is what I can continue to progress with. And I mean, obviously for me right now, training for this triathlon is a priority, and being a power lifter or to increase strength and to get bigger and bigger is not my goal right now. And I'm not going to be able to do that with necessarily 10 to 12 working sets per week. But for me, it's enough to maintain, obviously, the muscle I built, and just to keep moving forward and obviously not lose muscle mass, and to obviously still be able to recover without taking away from my endurance training as well. And I think a lot of people, the mistake they make when they're trying to be a hybrid athlete and they try to resistance train and balance it with running and triathlon or whatever it might be, is they do too much volume in terms of strength training. And obviously it comes down to which one's your priority. Is your priority the strength training? Then obviously that's a different story. But I mean, for me right now, my priority is the triathlon. So hence why my volume has decreased, and I'm just focusing on maintaining. And we're not superheroes. Our bodies can do amazing things, but what it can do is you cannot overtrain it and expect to see results. So when it comes to balancing strength training with endurance, the biggest thing you guys need to remember is find out how many weekly sets in terms of recoverable volume works for you. So for me, that's 10 to 12 working sets. For you, it might be 14, 15, 8, 5, you name it. It's going to be different for everybody. And to be quite honest, if you guys have questions specifically, and because obviously I would need a lot more context, and I can't just say, oh, here's a one size fits all answer. If you guys need more context and you guys want a more specific answer, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll respond to you pretty quickly on there. Like, I'm on Instagram all the time. So shoot me a message, tell me kind of what you're doing, and I would honestly love to help you out. And if you guys want to see the actual strength training program that I am following, what exercises I'm doing, how many sets, how many reps, just drop it in the comments below, and I'd be more than happy to release a PDF document just of my training plan. Like, I don't really care giving that stuff out. But yeah, obviously that's kind of how I've been structuring my strength training around my triathlon training. And no, I've been able to maintain most of my strength. Like, just a few weeks ago, I managed to hit 315 for 10 reps on squats. So I've definitely, my strength hasn't necessarily been lost. I've just maintained it throughout, which has been really, really nice. And obviously with my priority on the triathlon, that's all I wanted to do throughout this whole Ironman prep, is just try to maintain as much strength as possible. The only exercise that I honestly think that has gone down since I've started training for triathlon has been my bench press, which I'm honestly not too worried about. Like, at the beginning of Ironman prep, I think I was working with 225 for anywhere from 6 to 10 reps on the bench press, and now I can barely get 4 to 5 reps, but that's okay. I mean, like I said, not my priority. It's a sacrifice that I wanted to make in order to kind of venture off into this new, I guess, unexplored venture that I'm on with endurance training. But no, I really appreciate all you guys watching these videos. I know I don't get a lot of views and I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I actually have so much fun making these YouTube videos. And I'm super excited to take you guys along the journey to Texas, show you guys that fun trip. I leave this upcoming Saturday on the 25th, so today's the 20th. And Ironman Texas is on April 2nd. So you guys might get a video before that one. You guys might get a video after. I'm not really sure. But I appreciate all the messages and all the support from a lot of you guys who do watch this. A lot of you guys have been DMing me, actually, saying you watched the video and you loved it, and just telling me that you're on your own journey of training for a triathlon as well. And no, I think it's really, really cool. And honestly, I encourage you all to shoot me a message on Instagram. I'd love to connect with you guys. If you guys have any questions specifically about your strength training with the endurance training you're doing, shoot me a message. I'd love to help you out. Obviously, just give me some context behind it. But the general rule of thumb, if you want to balance strength training with endurance training, manage your volume. If you're doing too much volume, it's pretty straightforward. Too much volume, not good. Not enough volume, not good. You want to just find that sweet spot in terms of weekly sets. No, the next video you guys will probably see me in will be on the road out to Galveston. 39-hour drive from here in Canada, driving all the way from Calgary, Alberta to Galveston. So it's quite the trip, 39 hours. And yeah, leave on Saturday and hopefully to get there on the 28th of March. So we're there about 5-6 days before the race. Have a few days to kind of just work things out, get some open water swimming done because I've never done it before, ride my bike outside because it's been cold as shit here and I haven't been able to do that. So yeah, just kind of feel things out, get ready for the race. Honestly, feeling a lot better about the triathlon itself as I've gotten closer to it. I have set a goal that I want to finish it in under 6 hours, which I'm feeling pretty confident with as of right now. But no, let's just hope I don't get a flat tire or anything like that in the triathlon itself. But that wraps up this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure if you aren't subscribed, you subscribe, because I'm going to be putting up a YouTube video every Sunday, or try to every Sunday. So far I've been pretty consistent, so I'm going to try to put out a video for you guys every single Sunday. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys later.